Action Pants Gaming.
Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. Laid back. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing parts together. Throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing pots together. Crafting all night. To build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right.
Well, oh, there we go. Camera was a little bit weird. Good morning and greetings. It's me, Kevin C, here yet again at Action Pants Gaming with another Satisfactory stream. It's a Monday, and believe me, it's a Monday. My Monday has not started off that great, but we'll try to make it better later. It's Monday, December the 22nd, couple of days before Christmas. And I've got about 2 minutes before the 10 a.m. hour, at least from where I'm sitting. I know some of you are still sitting there in the past, and some of you are somehow in the future, but whatever present you happen to be in, I do hope it's going good for you. All right. It's a Monday. It's early. I doubt we're going to be, what the heck has happened to my, you know? Hey, Warfy, good morning. How you doing today? Let me make a minor little change here, which we seem to be my camera stuff has changed. There we go, that should do it. At least I hope so. At least for now. Better than it was. And now we'll get rolling. All right, let's get comfortable. As comfortable as we're going to get anyway. Yeah. Yeah, life, just life. Life is kicking my butt. Okay, we need to do the elevator. I think that's where we are right now. We got to get the elevator done. All right, we need 1,000 frames. You're making diamonds. You're making time crystals. Deal with that for right now. And you're full of that. Okay. All right, let's see what we need for the other 3 items there. All right, let's see here. What do we need? Yeah, I was, it's gonna be an odd holiday for me. It's different. Pretty much non-existent. But that's okay. Alright, we do need supercomputers. Alright. Oh, no, we need that, and that. So frames, computers. Wow, that takes a lot. Alright, we got to make a bunch of these because we have, I don't think, any. Alright, let's get production rolling on that. One thing we can add is computers. So let's take over the supercomputer area for right now, which I believe is, where is that? Where are the supercomputers? That's computers. That's oscillators. We need computers. We also need you. Alright, let's take over high-speed connectors. I think that's going to be the best bet here. Do that. Let's get rid of that. And that. And that. And then we need computers to drop in. Wow, we need to take 3 items on that. Ooh, that's going to be a little bit more difficult than I thought now, isn't it? All right. Or we can move this. No, hold on. Circuit boards and computers are, we can get. Where's circuit boards coming in? Right here, so. This is always a challenge here. We have computers. Any unidentified until it backs up and it's overflow. Nothing coming out the left. All right. We're gonna have to be a little tricky here. All right, that would be computers. And then we have circuit breakers. And then we have automated wiring. This may not work, but we'll give it a shot. And then we need heavy frames. Afraid of a little overlap. Might be able to do this differently. There we go. Sergeant Belson, good morning. Alright, so then what we'll need to do is we'll need to send in automated wiring, and then we can add heavy frames into here. And a happy Christmas week to you as well. Now we're going to have to manually put these in, which is okay. But I haven't done the other production site yet. Check down here, see what we got, if anything. Because we did cut production, I think. Alright, you are nothing. Alright, yep. It's just worth running over, grabbing some new stuff. So I am unfortunately going to have to end the stream at 1 o'clock today. I'm going to try to do another one tonight if I can. But I have a very important errand to do. And yeah, must get done. Thankfully, and hopefully I actually have it going in pause production, or we're going to be in real big trouble here. I think we're still making those. We should be anyway. And we'll know almost immediately if... Oh, we're not. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why are heavy frames not running through? Which one I'm a little afraid of. We got motors. That's running. Why do we not have heavy? Oh. I could have sworn I had a heavy frame. Got modular frames. Where are my heavy frames? Alright. Wait a minute, what are you making? You're making heavy modular frames. Why are you sitting idle? Encased industrial beam. Ah. Missing our pipes for some reason. Ah, Flabergen. We're in a lot of trouble. Because somebody wasn't paying attention. And that somebody would be me. All right, we need to start stripping away some of our Christmas Fixmas stuff here. Which we had multiplying. Now we need to add that over to here. Oh, what a bummer. All right. I did not realize I was in that much of a predicament. So we need to boost production here. We need to start making some stuff. All right. Let's cut production down on that. Pick that up. That's picked up. Pick that up. Alright, let's overclock these suckers. And that way, hopefully, we can start putting some storage back in, because, yeah, that's no good. So let's take a look here. So now we're starting to build up again. Yeah, we have not. Wow. Oh, shoot. Oh, wow. I really dropped the ball on that one. All right. Let's give it some time, see what happens. I don't think I have any anywhere else. Actually, I'm pretty positive I don't. So we're kind of in trouble here with that. We're going to need to let that pick up dramatically. All right. Let's let that run for a while. And hopefully, we can at least get started. Bourbon. Well, that's no good. We'll check all of our other stashes, but I know I don't have anything significant on that. Oh, what a bummer. What a bummer. All right, and those are going to come out somewhere too. I need to put those somewhere. When they exit, shoot. Yeah, we're hurting. We're hurting here. All right, I'm gonna cut production downstairs. I'm gonna go into here straight. We have plenty of the frame. We're good on that. Matter of fact, let's bring those up. Because we need those for the nuclear lasagna. Oh, hey. No. Okay. So you should be computers. Your high speed, blah, blah, blah. Cable. Alright, we're low on cable. What we're going to do with that is we're actually going to boost whatever I can. Oh. Ooh, we got a couple. All right. That's good. Better than none. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll let that run a little bit longer. Alright, these we can dump into here for now. Forget what they're called. The oscillator overthruster. Where are they? Where are you? Where are you? It's a modular engine. There it is, adaptive control unit. Alright, that's gonna go there. Okay. I got a bunch of those frames kicking around. Cable, we need cable. Alright, let's go dump some cable into here. Let's go get some cable, because that at least I know we have. Or we better, or we're in real trouble. I do want to check and see what's left in here. On a concrete. Ooh, I'll take those. Okay. Take that. Okay. Let's get rolling. Alright, modular, we'll put in here. I'm gonna regret this probably. Alright, good. At least that is filling right back up, so that's a good thing. I'm going to have to double check on this factory over here, because apparently when I was out of power, I had to shut some things down, and I did not start them up again, unfortunately. Bit of an oversight on my part. But we need to get our computers moving, because computers are used in a few things. And right now, we're not getting any. Let that running. You require what? Cable? Aluminum casings. Of course, you're not doing what I need you to do. Now you're idle. So, what needs what now? Alright, that should work for now. And now we're going to add in the last two items that this needs. Circuit boards and computers. Oh, wait a minute. Automated wiring and heavy modular frames, rather. Alright, so now we're stuck somewhere. Levi Rivers, welcome, welcome. Where are we stuck? Here. Okay, so now this should be called overflow. It's already listed as overflow. That's good. And that should be fine. Alright, aluminum casings. I'm alright with that, running a little bit slower right now. This, I'm going to let that run for a few minutes more. Alright, let's get some of you. go. We just gotta let this do its thing, unfortunately. It should start to separate. Looks like we're clogged here. Maybe. No. There we go. Yeah, if you see a bunch up of like one item, it needs to kind of come around here, get split up a little bit. There we go. Let that run through. Looks like we're going to need a little bit more of the wiring, so let's add in a little bit more of that. Oh, no, not the frames. There we go. I mean, if I could recycle this back in, that would be great. The only way to do that is to throw a smart splitter over in between all that, and it, if I'm to be honest, it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing. And again, we're kind of blocked here. And it basically eventually cycles through. Just have to kind of let it roll and see what it does. Oh yeah, aluminum casings. Alright, so what we'll do is we're going to let this build up for a bit. We'll shut production down on that for a moment. Because we're just needing a few more of these and then we can make what we need to make. On that end of things. Put a little bit more in there. You are supposed to be cable. Why is no cable coming through? Ah, here we go. So apparently we're not going through the frames as quickly as I thought, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I don't know how that cooler got in there, but it did. this separates with cable. Alright, we're pretty decent there. You're making limiters. You're making more of that. Well, are you? We got plenty of stators. What do we need here? Rotors? Cable, of course. Something I don't have at the minute. That's right, though. We should have enough to get through what we need to get through. You moron. Yeah, this is all inventory management BS, by the way. No. That can go in there. And that can go in. You know what? We'll take those. Good morning, Muttley. How you doing? We have inventory management hell today, unfortunately. You are correct there, though. Okay, what do we need? Aside from every bloody thing. Stop you. Alright, we have heat sinks over here. Our aluminum casing is sort of important right now. And we're not barely getting diddly out of that. That won't work. And you're doing diddly. I don't know why I just did that. I'm going to need these eventually, so I should probably keep them in there. Oh, what a wreck of a day I'm having. Oh. La Burba. Already? Well, that's not good. I have to bring a microwave upstairs in my room here. All right, give me a sec. Got an A.P.G. I really don't want to rebuild all this, but I'm going to have to eventually. My goal is to just get to the next tier. Excuse me. Okay, let's see what we gotta do. Let's see where our frames are, because those we need to make the pasta. Oh, really? All right, so the wiring is the big one on this one. Uh-huh. I might just let that run and see what happens. Just don't want to get bound up. But that's what happens when you're not careful, because, yeah, it tends to... Then it has to go through here. Kind of start evening out. There we go. There's kind of the choke point right here. Nice if you could time them. Like if you knew on the smart spool, you know, every 5 minutes you let a belt open, you know. All right. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. We should really let that get up to a little bit more than that, because you know we're going to require more later. We sort of just want to build that up a little bit. We always need those. Let's see where we are on that. Yeah, we have almost none of those. And the crystal oscillators take forever to make as well. Alright, so we should probably let that run for a little bit longer. So, alright, our inventory is not horrible. Still have a bunch of room, so if we need to get anything. And I believe we did take the truck apart already, right? Yep, we're good there. Alright, we should be okay for a couple of minutes. I think. Although we are probably... Okay, we're still pumping into the circuit boards. That's good, because we have... Circuit boards, computers, we tend to use quite a bit of. As long as we're producing those right now, we should be okay. Although, where are you? You're here, aren't you? Nope. You are here. And you're pretty much... Alright, let's take you... Let's add you to here. Get these finished. We need 1,000 of those other thingamajiggies, whatever those things are. I don't even know what they are, where they're made yet. We need that little 256, which is such a weird odd number. Like 200, everything else has been ended with a 0. For some reason, there's 6 extra on that one. And then 200 of the other things. So All right, what do we need? We need extra cable for downstairs. We need to build at some point whenever we're done doing all the rest of the stuff. All right, those, which I shouldn't have probably deleted earlier, but it is what it is now, right? Those are being made, so that's a bonus. They are slow as molasses, but they do eventually get done. I mean, we could switch production over to something else right now on this, I suppose. No, we can't because we need those if we run out up top. But we are idle because we are short of cable. So let's go get some more cable. Interesting. Okay, I guess that's where that ended up. Ooh, excuse me. Should probably work on the Fixmas tree too while we're here. Before we go pulling from inventory. Take those. More nothing. More. Oh. Or kind of, sort of something. It should still be. We are like, in terms of steel, we're flabberbed. We got nothing. That's shooting through. We'll move you over to here. That's why I was keeping that stuff on me. Okay. One and one, two and two. Okay. Although we're not really, you know what? We might do that tomorrow. I might just try to get a circle made and just play with it. You know, just play for fun. The thing that I'm bummed about, though, is, and I get why, but the force field one, you should be able to put that on a wall, you know, or a ceiling or something, or upside down, in order to, you know, because you got a force field. You should be able to at least put it on the wall. It'd be cool to be able to, you know, make some patterns on the wall or have it run along the wall. But in the flat way, not the normal way, you know what I mean? Cable. Let's see where we are on that. Oh yeah, we're good. We're good. And there's 22. That was the easiest one to find. Like I want a lump of coal.
Wants you to know that you matter.
Lump of coal. No rescans left. Oh. That might not be bad. Because then we could use the rubber, still make the heat sinks, keep those going. The quick wire's already coming in. Yeah, you know what? We'll take that. All right. Alternate electrode circuit board. Oh, electrode circuit board. $500. Snow, candy cane, bow. 500 of each of those. Oops. 500. Alright, 500 of those. We need candy canes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and bows. 4. Let's make bows and candy canes. Oh, perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4. Christmas bows. Double tap tap. What's going on? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5. But we needed 500 of each, right? So we need 100 more bows and 100 more canes. So we're going to need to keep an eye on that so we can just make what we need here at this point. We need to be cranking out these modular frames, and we are not. Motors, we should be able to slow down a little bit. Really, screws, of all things. Okay. Alright, how do we make... Alright, let's get some more, and I'm pretty sure we got stuff, but if we don't, I will look for it. And can I even make those here? That's a good question. All right, folks, we've been on for an hour and a half. I unfortunately can only do a 3-hour stint today. I have super important errand to take care of, so I have to end it at 1 today. I'm going to do my best to try to make another second stream tonight, if I have the energies. But, yeah. So I'm going to take a quick break. I got to warm up my coffee, do the laboratory break. And I will be right back. Hope you're still here. If not, thank you for stopping in, and hope to see you again soon. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, leave a comment, ring the bell, and all that YouTube jive on the way out. And for those of you who are going to stick around for the last half, get up, stretch out, peel the peepers away from the screen, and get your bio break in, get your snacky treats, get your beverage, whatever you need. And I will see you in a few minutes as soon as I put this in here to get it to go a little bit faster. And you, and you, you, and you. And hopefully we can start cranking some stuff out because we need those. We are out. We are short on supply. So we will be back momentarily. And I'll see you in a bit.
Clouds roll in, it's a mellow scene. Lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Raindrops tap, not a soul around. Everything's still and my mind's unwound. Shapes in the mist, colors so bright. Nip, nip haze, feels like midnight. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow. lights flicker soft like a faded dream. Laser beams cut through the rain. Easy vibes drifting like a train. Nip, nip in the air, feeling so right. Chasing lights, lasers in the night. All the pretty shapes, they spin so slow. Roll the smoke, let the rhythm flow.
All right, we're back. Oof. Oh, and an autosave. Perfect. All right, make stuff. Make it, damn it. Yeah, there we go. Still not fast enough, but we got a bird on our belt. Oh, and now the pipes, too, are gonna... So we should probably chuck in that. Why not? We need this stuff. We got the energy now and the power to make it, so we're good. We're good. Hopefully we'll... Alright, we got plenty of encased beams going on. Nice. Good. Screws. Alright, screws are holding us up here. Let's take that one out. No, you know what? I should double it up though. Where do we gotta... We need 4. 4 summer swim. Oof. Ooh, I need to hunt those down. I gotta make a scanner thing. Alright, let's go put the cable where it needs to go. Oh, wait. How many do we got? No. 13. Oof. We're gonna be hurting. What are we making right now? Bows. Alright, we'll make bows. We'll crank these up. That way we can at least maybe get a little faster on that. Let's go put the cable where it should go. Work. Almost beginning. It's a tough call. Like, do I do foundation first, then road, or roads and then foundation? Like, you know, I don't know. That's a good question. You should start producing again. You are idle. You're waiting on the copper sheet, but that's okay. You still have a long way to go to get filled, so I'm not too worried about you. You're still making those, so that's good. Got a ways to fill that up, and then we'll move those. How are you doing? Ah, out of automated wiring. I had a weird feeling. Yeah, that eats quite a bit. I'm actually wondering if I should move that as a direct feed. You know what? We're gonna move that as a direct feed. So, how do we do that and not clog up the system? Because we don't have anything else running through here, so we could just run that belt straight through. But I'm going to have to move these two. I'm going to have to relabel it. You know what? Forget it. I should have thought about that earlier. I did not. It was my fault. Alright. Let's find out what we need to do for phase 5. Okay, we need all kinds of wacky stuff. We have nothing packaged yet either. Alright, we are going to need these. We're making those. Motors, plates, and rubber. Alright, we're going to need that. Supercomputers and those, because we need the assembly director systems, so... If it's thermal propulsion rockets they need, we're screwed. We're gonna be like forever getting any of this stuff. All right. Okay. We can always extend that out. missing that rock. Let's move. Yep, that's not a bad idea, but I think we also need to make more production floor. But I do agree with you. That is a possibility. Oh, and you wouldn't be there. You would be over here. That would be another one of you. Or we have this issue here. How did I do that? How did I do that? That floor is vert. Oh, how did I do that? Oh, don't even. How did I flip that? Oh, please. Please. How the hell did we do that? Oh, could you imagine? Oh, come on. How? How are you that way? How did that happen? Oh, is it like that? Is it just like that normally? It is. Alright, never mind. Damn it. Thought I actually did something interesting. But apparently not. Apparently that is the way it is. Alright. Which is weird. That would have been freaking awesome. Okay, now if I can bring the storage units. See, that's the thing, is that's what we need to try and do. We need to try to bring the storage units into that whole scenario. But that means I gotta build these first. And that means we need a bigger flooring. So we do need to extend this out. Have to move you again. That's fine. One. And 3. And then we need 1, 2, and that. We need another 2. Have to move all that out. That's at minimum. We're definitely going to be doing some reworking around here. Okay. Those would be outs. This would have to tie in again around this way. Why am I not blueprinting this? Alright, we're starting to get low on automated wire. I can see it. So what we'll do is we'll add in some now. And if I just let this go, I really should just bring it in over to here and then only have to worry about the frames because those don't get used as much. So, you know what? As much as it's a pain, we're gonna. That would have sucked. So we'll do automated frames here. I mean, not used. No. No. What do we need? Heavy modular frames. Then we'll take you, and we will run you. A little more convoluted, but it'll get there. Nope, not that way it won't. Alright, let's do... The only downside here is we already have a bunch on the belt. So temporarily, what we would have to do just to clear it is We'll let that clear. And these would be, yeah, the heavy modular frames. And that way. And yeah, I know. But big deal. We're going to run a bunch of these through. So I'm not quite sure what happened to them. We thought we had some up there, but apparently I'm going to have to check the storage and make sure it didn't get dumped somewhere. That should be plenty for now. Okay. That works. Plastic? Don't even tell me, really? Huh. Okay. Ate through a bunch of plastic real quick. Oh. And rubber. That's what we don't want. We didn't want rubber in there. I already did this. Forget why I had this. I don't even know if I need it, to be honest. Well, that should be being fed. Which we have. But for some reason these sit idle, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, but we'll figure it out. Oops. Alright, you're producing. We're producing. You're not doing anything. And you're not doing anything. Or are you? Yeah, you are. Okay. You're just stuck because we don't have you going to anything. Let's turn that off. You're actually not going to anyone or anything at the moment. We're making heat sinks. Or aluminum clad, which is actually what we really need to be going into here. And you will be filling up here, although I may need that for constructing something. That should now be working. I think we're decent there. All right. All right, should we start making pasta? We should probably start making pasta. All right, let's get the pasta making. All right, let's... Actually, you know what? We're going to do something else first. And I am going to do a second stream. I feel bad that I got to cut this early, but I have to take care of this. My car insurance is currently not. So I'm going to have to go deal something. Apparently, I forgot to pay, or I got canceled, or thought I was getting reinstated in December, but I guess they didn't reinstate me. I have no idea what's going on. All I know is I don't have a car right now, and I'm gonna have to pay a ton of money to get this crap back. So, yay. Good thing I'm not doing Christmas this year. We need another 100 bows and another 100 candy canes. So we gotta... I want to finish that today if possible. Perfect. Now let's switch over to candy canes. Let's add a few more gifts in here. We're just gonna wait for the candy canes. Which I don't think I have. Oh wait, I do. Ah, we don't gotta wait for nothing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5. Yeah, let's get that done. We'll make some more candy canes out because we're gonna need to. Same with the bows, but. Start to the research. Nice. In case Ada says
These
something.
snowballs are made from actual snow, combined with a mystery ingredient that is guaranteed to make snowballs very throwable, and your snowball fights extremely immersive and realistic. There are no low stakes with Fix-It.
And then the last one. I need 500 of those stars. All right, let's go make some of those stars and see what we get. Plus, I think then we can do our, actually, where are the stars made? Of course. We need to find out where those are being made, which I'm going to guess is here. Aha. Wreaths and candy canes. And we will continue to make candy canes. And apparently we're going to have to get more gifts as well. $20 candy cans. We're going to make a ton of candy cans. All right. Guess we'll be working on that for a few minutes. So bizarre that these are like where they're placed in relationship to everything else. Okay, you are for now. That's for that. And we have stars. How many stars do we need? Let's go take a look at that. Get off my vehicle. Those things are super annoying, I gotta say. They're always in the worst potential spot. Or they just constantly pop up in the same spot, which is just 500. I guess we're going to be building quite a bit of those, so. I guess we're stuck. All right. Everybody else should be doing what they're supposed to. You're actually doing wonderfully. Let's just crank you up for no reason. Oh, why did I just do that? We need candy canes. You're gonna crank those puppies out. Yeah, we have 3 stars. Come on. And we're going to need wreaths. Son of a biscuit. Because we're not going to have enough wreaths either. We have 100. So candy canes and wreaths, which are produced. Where are the wreaths? You are produced in here. Alright, so now... in the assembler. Alright, we'll let that run through, then we're going to have to switch over. Yeah, there's just tons and tons of work to do in this game. You're always making something. You're always fidgeting. You're always doing a little bit of something. Alright, looks like we have dropped down to just one person watching. And as much as I would like to stick around, I am going to cut this a little early today so I can get my really important errand done. And then we'll start making some nuclear pasta. I'm probably just going to let my game run today while I go do this errand. And then I got to figure out how to make those other 3 things, which I've never made before. So that'll be the fun part. I'm going to do my utmost to come back a little bit later and do some more work here. And hopefully we'll have some people chilling and hanging out. But I do got to get this errand done. I got to get my car back on the road here. The insurance company had my old phone number, so yay. That was my own fault for not giving them my new one. But they also had my work number, so I don't know why they didn't call that one. But yeah, I have a problem. I must go solve it and fix it and spend money I don't have. And yeah, so that'll be fun. All right, y'all, I do need to get going, but I will probably be back in a few hours, so I hope to see you. If not, enjoy the rest of your day. I will be doing a Christmas Eve and Christmas Day stream, so keep an eye out for those. Other than that, this has been me, Kevin C. here, wishing all of you pioneers out there a little bit of love, peace, and machine grease. Get those action pants on, get out there, start building some wild, wacky stuff, no matter what game you're building in. Bend the rules, push the envelope, watch it bend. Yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Action Pants Gaming.
Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, laid back. No stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, throwing parts. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Chill vibes tonight. Chill vibes tonight. Laid back life. No stress, no fight. No stress, no fight. Throwing pots together. Crafting all night. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna